See John Marston come back, Red Dead Redemption 2?
Oh yeah.
Did you play Red Dead Redemption?
Of course I played Red Dead Redemption.
Did you play Red Dead Revolver?
Duh, I played Red Dead Revolver.
Alright. Oh, what do you think of Fortnite's update?
Ooh, Mike, you want to talk about Fortnite? You want to talk about Fortnite? Let me tell you, Mike, there is a major video game conspiracy, and I've got the paper trail to prove it. All right, Mike, this is the Fortnite Comet. You want to talk about the Comet? I want to talk about the Comet. I've been dying to talk about the Comet all day. Everybody's talking about the Comet, but nobody knows what the Comet is.
Okay, Nick, I have to stop you there. Not only do people know exactly what the Comet is, but about 60 million people across the world have been playing this update for days. Where are you getting all this information?
I'm getting it from Tay.
Eric Tay? He's been in the studio all morning streaming.
What are you talking about? He's right here. Whoa!
Alright, this is the 4th season of updates to Fortnite Battle Royale. At the end of the 3rd season, people start seeing this comet in the sky, but now it's a meteor. It has landed in the beginning of the 4th season. What is going on with this game?
Yeah, so I think people started to speculate when we started seeing telescopes around the map kind of aiming towards, right behind me, aiming towards the sky, and people on Reddit and everything were speculating, what are these telescopes all about? And then you started to see the comet form, and it was really, really far away in the sky, and then some people realized that if you aim towards the comet, it would make a sound, and then people took those sound waves, and that made the L dance, and this has kind of been this crazy evolution, and everybody's been speculating, and finally now, Season 4 has begun.
From the darkest depths of deep space, mystery is on a collision course with danger.
So the meteor has hit Dusty Divot, and so that's kind of become the creation of this new map for Season 4.
Yeah, so there's actually like craters, impact craters across the map, right? There's several, but Dusty Divot is the main one because it's actually changing the map, which that's kind of cool because, you know, Battle Royale games, of the several that there are now, they live and die by their map, at least I think. So the fact that it's actually changed up the map and create, like, it's like a social event, right? Because you can actually go and get like low gravity or something from the comet crystals.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
So basically there's like these consumable meteor shards and you eat those, and it basically changes gameplay if you do eat it because you can jump higher. You're kind of floatier, but like in certain instances, like if you have a shotgun, you know, you want to be higher up, right? So like, you know, it's easier to aim down. The end of Season 3 leading into Season 4, it's just been like this building of hype and a lot of like theory crafting, which generates a lot of interest within, you know, the community, and it's like really cool to see that happen.
And we talk all the time, like it's hard to state completely how big this game is, but I do like that they're introducing story, and Tay, you were saying earlier, it's not even like story in a traditional sense, it's like, how do they fit a story into a Battle Royale game where honestly, like, I don't think any of us care much about the narrative, but again, it's changing the map, which is cool, but why are they putting all this effort into it when it doesn't seem necessary?
To me, it's like all about like having care for something and then a purpose for like an update. And so in terms of Fortnite, obviously they kind of have that campaign mode, save the world, whatnot, but the more popular mode is Battle Royale. Like you said, super simple mode, really no need for story, but as you know, they add weapons, they add new areas on the map, they add all these different kinds of updates. I think Epic's thought process was, how do we add these updates in kind of a narrative flow, like a more exciting way? How do we build hype to excite players to like drop in? Okay, so we want to change the way the map looks. Dusty Depot was pretty simple, I guess you could say. It was only like 3 warehouses. How do we change the style and the play in that area of the map?
I think it's also just because you're trying to create interest in a game that people are playing like all the time, a lot, right?
High schools, frat houses.
Exactly. You got to change some of that dynamic up, right? So it's setting a theme for this season, and then starting, you know, at the end of Season 4, maybe there's something else that's going to happen for Season 5. So it's like those little subtle changes that add the extra flavor to the gameplay so that it doesn't necessarily go stale, because you can play a lot of matches in Battle Royale, right? And you kind of get sick and tired of seeing the same thing, right?
Especially Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, it's cool for the community to be able to like find the villain's hideout now that there is a villain's hideout. And like, you know, there's the hero mansion, which a lot of people are saying like, it's like the X-Men mansion. There's all these little spots, even though it's the same map, that they've found ways to still create interest and create that kind of surprise for the fans to find.
Yeah, the way they're building this, like, I don't know, pseudo narrative around such a massive game. And we've talked about before, like, I wasn't hot on Fortnite at the beginning, especially Save the World. I wasn't like really into Fortnite Battle Royale. But every choice they make, as far as like the pivots they do, like seem to like kick ass. Now they're doing this story, and again, like Rob was saying earlier, so much of this game seems to be word of mouth, and like this is only going to help that. It's a social event. It's like this phenomenon.
And I'ma get the money.
Stuff like this, like, oh shit, you see like Dusty Depot is gone now? Like Tilted Towers, like what if that gets hit by another meteor? Like people are talking about like, I hate this part of the map, they need to destroy that. And like you said, disregarding Savage, the newest map in PUBG, pretty much every match in Fortnite is going to be faster than a PUBG match. So you're right, you're going through these repetitions of the map more and more often each time you play. And this is like seems only good as far as like making it dynamic, I guess, to sound kind of reductive, but it seems like they are doing no wrong on Epic's part, and this seems
I
like
think it's
another good
also
step.
a really, really good business move for Epic too, because by creating that hype, maybe people who didn't get to participate in Season 3 now know that there are limited time skins. So there are superhero skins for Season 4.
Yeah.
Those who really want to grind and earn those skins, there's more incentive to buy a battle pass and like earn those rewards. And I think that the theming and like creating this kind of like sci-fi superhero theme for Season 4, it's like the perfect time if you're a player, maybe you haven't bought a battle pass in the past, boom, this might be your incentive to like jump in. So I think it's a perfect business move in terms of Epic.
Business,
Also.
yeah, it seems like it's just like another in a long line of good decisions on Epic's part once this blew up. But having said that, Nick, I will let you clean up this disaster.
Oh, no.